Recursion Pharmaceuticals is a future pharma giant and is backed by Nvidia. This is going to be a $1 trillion company, and here's why.
And it opened my mind towards, hey, look, we could apply the same methodology that we use in designing chips, computer-aided chip design. We might be able to help the world of drug discovery go from drug discovery, computer-aided drug discovery, to computer-aided drug design.
The mission of Recursion is understanding and decoding biology through advanced technology, such as artificial intelligence, to improve people's lives. Recursion uses AI to run experiments. Instead of testing medicines one by one like old school companies, Recursion uses its supercomputer and proprietary software to test tons of medicine possibilities at once. As of May 13, 2024, Nvidia-powered BioHive 2 supercomputer, the largest supercomputer in the pharma industry, was officially completed. Recursion's BioHive 2 is one of the most powerful computers in the world. It helps them analyze data at lightning speed. And on the software side of things, Recursion OS is built on one of the world's largest data sets of biological and chemical information. Its goal is to create detailed maps of biology and chemistry, expanding beyond a limited number of diseases and existing treatment ideas. This enables Recursion to explore uncharted areas of disease biology, accelerating and improving the development of drugs by running millions of experiments every week. They do this employing a LOW model, or a large learning model orchestrated workflow engine. It's a new large language model similar to ChatGPT. LOW puts tools easily accessible and readable into the hands of every scientist at Recursion in a simple and scalable way. Many drugs in Recursion's pipeline are intended for disease that don't have any good treatments yet, like rare genetic conditions and certain types of cancer. This means if they succeed, they could make a big impact on many people's lives. The pharmaceutical industry is worth trillions of dollars, and Recursion is trying to change how it works. They could become one of the biggest companies in the industry by providing their discovery capabilities to other companies.
And if we can be successful in this experiment, what the upside could look like is changing the shape of the biopharma funnel. Today, it looks pretty much like a V. Scientists do incredibly difficult experiments against many long odds to try and develop medicines that will make an impact for patients. What we hope is that by doing this experiment, we can expand the neck of this funnel by searching biology beyond what is in the literature, by finding relationships between chemistry and biology that one couldn't find just looking at the papers that exist today. And it would be very difficult to find using the traditional sort of unidimensional outputs.
Nvidia is a large investor holding 7.7 million shares. In July of 2023, they established a multi-year collaboration to accelerate the development of the AI foundation models for biology and chemistry, utilizing Nvidia's DGX cloud.
Our engineers today never goes to the lab. Their entire reality is completely in simulation. But over the course of the next 40 years, or I think over the course of the next 10 years, frankly, almost everything will largely start in silico, largely end in silico, and I'm hoping that computer-aided drug design will be the way we talk about it.
Recursion is one of the first companies to use AI like this in drug discovery. This gives them a huge lead over their competitors. Some of their competitors include Schrödinger, Relay Therapeutics, and Atomize, which also use AI for drug discovery.
Chris, is there a competitive moat? And my other question is, do you imagine that everybody in your business is going to be using similar technology? What are the patents on your technology versus others?
Yeah, absolutely. So we believe that the competitive moat in our field is data. We are seeing a commoditization of the AI tools across the space. And so we really think the differentiator will be data. And at Recursion, we've spent the last decade building a proprietary set of over 50 petabytes of data from real experiments that we've been running in our own facility.
Recursion has acquired Exscientia, a technology-driven drug design and development company.
Recursion, which recently announced the acquisition of a smaller rival, Exscientia, in an all-stock deal.
And so by bringing these companies together, two smaller upstarts in the face of this massive biopharma industry, we believe that we're going to be able to build an end-to-end full-stack solution of tech-enabled drug discovery that, as I said earlier, is going to bring better medicines to patients sooner, and one day, we hope, at a much lower cost.
Recursion follows a three-principle strategy to data generation. scalability, reliability, and relatability. No static data set will ever be sufficient to decode the vast space of biology, and reliable and accurate data is essential to reproducibility.
If you told me that the world has enough data, I will still do what Recursion is doing, systematically create data so that we can learn what we need to learn in a systematic way. That's called the engineering method.
This company has been publicly traded since April of 2021. On the short term, it's been volatile due to news-driven changes, but on the long term, it's had a gradual uptrend as partnerships and technology develops. They have low long-term debt relative to their assets, and they have a healthier debt-to-equity ratio compared to their competitors. Analysts have the price target in the $9 range with 50% upside potential. Recursion has tons of excitement surrounding its technology and partnerships, but it's held back by the lack of drug approvals. There's currently no guarantee that they'll be able to constantly deliver drugs quick to commercial market as advertised. Reliance on future royalties for drugs that currently do not exist also poses a threat should they not come into fruition. Delays, cancellations, and failures of FDA approval trials may also set Recursion back quite a bit, hurting profitability that is needed for future growth.
So look, biology is extraordinarily complex. So complex that 90% of drugs that go into human clinical trials actually fail before they ever make it onto the market. We have 5 programs that are in human clinical trials right now. And over the next 18 months, we're going to read out 7 clinical trials. And with the proposed business combination with Exscientia, we hope to actually be able to read out 10 programs in the next 18 months. And in our industry, in biotech, that's quite a number for such a small company.
Recursion is doing some computing magic in the world of both AI and medicine, making amazingly large strides in the realm of drug discovery through leveraging artificial intelligence, a technology so new in the grand scheme of things, from a company who's only 11 years old. They operate the most powerful computer in their industry and one of the best on the planet, and they're directly backed by the largest company on the planet. Altogether, dozens of petabytes of information on human biology down to an atomic level to discover drugs for diseases previously thought completely incurable is no small feat.
And so along the entire pipeline of the discovery of drugs and medicine, we have algorithms and we have mathematics and we have expertise that we can be a partner to you. Okay, so please do reach out to us, and we love to be of service to you.
While there are some risks to this company, I think this will be one of the most important companies of the future.